Hi everyone, this is Alice Bowl from scrapbookwonderland.com and the ScrapHappy membership group. I am recording, so it is official, we have started. And I'm really excited to be here with a whole bunch of other people scrapbooking, and hopefully you have your scrappy things out and you're going to create something yourself. We have lots of people in the room from lots of different places. We've got some Canadian gals in the room, I'm a Canadian, and then we've got gals from across the States. We've even got a gal from the UK here right now. It's amazing how we can all connect over scrapbooking, and I love it. Today I will be using a kit from the Wild Whisper Designs, and no, Wild Whisper is a Canadian company that makes fabulous products, and I say wild all the time. The Wild Hare Kits. The Wild Hare Kits is not in Canada, but I order the kits myself. I pay for them, I order them, and I just love them. So Danielle is here from Germany. Jacqueline's here from Leidminster. Yeah, so we got people from all over. So the Wild Hare Kits, they are custom curated kits. So when you go to their site, you actually fill out a style profile. And I keep saying like, oh, I should like show you guys what I actually pick or what I say in my style profile. So I said things like, regarding current trends in paper crafting, I am, and you kind of fill in the blank. You know, there's a couple different choices. It makes it so easy. It's like click the button and she kind of gets an idea of what style you are. So I am always willing to try something new. And I tell you, Allison like tested me on this one. She's like, are you really willing to always try something new? Because I've got something for you to try. Are you game? And I was like, oh no, like I'm a little worried. So yeah, we're going to check that out in just a moment. What types of embellishments do you always include? For me, alphas. I love alphas. Like thickers are seriously my favorite thing. If they stuck to the page, they would be even better. You know, I'm talking about the chipboard ones. The foam ones are great, but chipboard ones, I just add extra adhesive and still love them. Enamel dots, I love those. Phrase stickers, sequins, acrylics. I don't know what it is. Acrylics right now, they're like seriously, like I just love. Yeah, the Wild Hare Kit. So it's actually their website is thewildharekits.com. And yeah, it's fabulous. So I would appreciate receiving cardstock in my kit. I said no because I do have cardstock that I can add, and I wanted to send me fun things to play with rather than cardstock, which is very practical, but you know, I'd rather just have that. I think it's kits plural, the Wild Hare Kits with an S, I think. Yeah. So let's see, do you have embellishments that you do not include in your kit? I said buttons and I said stamps because I have a bunch of stamps. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. So I thought, you know, let's just keep stamps out of there. And buttons, I don't know why, it's just not my thing. I just don't use them. Do you have any favorite designers or manufacturers? Yes, who are they? I love Heidi Swap, Amy Tangerine, Dear Lizzy, Webster's Pages. I could have gone on, like it's a long list. I don't know if I see a scrapbook line that doesn't have something that I love in it. And so when you watch the videos from me at Creativation, like I'm kind of oogling over everything that I see because I love it all. Like now, are all of the things something I want to use? And do some of the paper lines have papers that I don't want? Yeah, totally. Like the llama thing. Let's just talk about llamas. Why is that a thing? I don't get it. Like my friend Natalie said that maybe it's something to do with como se llama or something. It's like a Mexican phrase that means what's your name or something. Como se llama. So, and like I'm like, I don't speak Spanish, so I totally don't know. I don't go there. But don't we all have llamas? Totally, we all have llamas, Brielle. Yeah, they're fine. I don't mind it. But the great thing was I didn't see a ton of llamas at Creativation. It wasn't like everybody had llamas. There were some fun llamas. If you want llamas, go put some llamas on your page. But even the products that had some llamas incorporated, it wasn't like you couldn't use that paper without using a llama. Like you could just like cover up the llama if it was on one page, or like use the back side of the page that had a llama. So even then it wasn't like it was awful. It's Christine says it sounded like your film crew, aka my hubby, didn't get it either. Yeah, he's like, what was with the llamas? Like, I don't know. So yeah, like those were kind of some things. And then she has some sample like of kits laid down on the floor. And do you like those kind of products? And so you kind of either say like, get in my mailbox, or, you know, she says, yeah, I'm feeling good vibes, or there was some different options. They're like, no, that's not me. So you choose stuff like that. And then you kind of give an idea of what kind of scrapbooking you do. Like, I'm a traditional scrapbooker, I'm a pocket page scrapbooker, and I play with traveler's notebooks. And, you know, whatever else kind of happens, I'm kind of willy-nilly as far as that goes. And if you are a traditional scrapbooker, do you do double page layouts? I said no. Realistically, sometimes, like, it's going to happen, but it's not my number one way of scrapbooking. She wants to know how often you craft. I said weekly. And like, it's so funny because like one week it's like every day, and another week it's like, oh, I didn't scrapbook at all that week. Does this count as weekly? Like, how does that even count? But it's totally fine. And so then there's a part where you kind of talk about upcoming projects to help them you find the thing. So I said in January, I'll be scrapbooking daily life and anything that fun that comes up. I could scrapbook something from my trip to Maui if there's something vibrant. Totally forgot, didn't print Maui pictures. That's totally not happening today. Is there anything else that you want your curator to know? Do you hate pink? Do you adore floral paper? Do you need lots of alphas? The more we know, the better we can customize your kit. So I said, I love bright colors. I like pink, teal, yellow. I love words. I love sparkle. I love geometrics. You know, like I said, I love it all. If your Instagram account is not private, you can share that, and she can kind of have a look at layouts that you've made and see kind of what you tend to use in your stuff. So there's always that. And I said, anything you'd like more of? I said, I always love a surprise. And that's part of what you're doing. When you order a custom curated kit, you're ordering a surprise. So let's take a look and see what's in here, and then I can get started. Hopefully you're already playing and crafting. But so with those kind of, you know, recommendations, my loosey-goosey saying, okay, send me a kit full of pretty things. Here's what I got. Okay, so there's a lovely note that says, hey, we appreciate that you ordered from us. And she puts a little hand-lettered note on the back. There's a sheet in here that kind of tells all the items that are in your kit. And then from there, she has notes at the bottom and tells you kind of where she went with the thinking behind the kit. So it says, hi, Alice. This month I include lots of pink, teal, and yellow. The colors I mentioned. Check out the sequins. Woohoo! I sent a gorgeous glittery alpha and made sure to include bright colors and general themes that work for a variety of different projects. I focused on geometric pattern papers and also sent you our exclusive January cut file. Enjoy, Allison. So that was super fun. So let's see what's in here. Okay, first up, Color Cast Designs. These are little confetti sprinkles. Okay, if you guys don't shop with Color Cast Designs and haven't used their acrylics, oh, they're some of my favorites. And I know I have lots of favorites, but I don't know, like if you look in my book lately, a lot of the pages have these. They're just wonderful. I had something. Color Cast. Jessica Upton from Color Cast Designs has a sale on this weekend. So if you're looking at some of her stuff, there's some more in here. Okay, I'll show you in a second. She has a sale, so it's a really good time to check her out. I'm not affiliated. I'm just telling you cool stuff. It's a winter 30. You can save 30%. She's doing like a little bit of clearing out, and she's got a whole bunch of new stuff in the store. Oh my gosh. So winter 30 saves you 30% at ColorCast right now. So colorcastdesigns.com. And that's color spelled the American way with no U. So just so for those people that like putting U's in the word color, that's not for you. But look and how sweet these are. And it's a variety of colors. Winter 30. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that in there. And she also has wood veneers. So have a look at these pieces in this packet. Oh, love it. So it says weekend, and then there's a little wood veneer for each of the days of the week. And it says this week on the big green one here. Let me see if I can move that around. This week. So I really like that. I'd like to use this, don't let me forget, on my pocket page today. So that's gonna go there for sure. Now she mentioned, check out the sequins. Okay, so they're so shiny, like they're really metallic sequins, and you can see like the green is kind of like a tealy aqua-y green. It still has that green feel to it. There's some little pink flowers and some little yellow flowers in here. Yeah, it's a really fun little mixture of sequins. Another shaker pocket. I know that you're reading my mind, Sonia. I just might, because I've been loving them. It is so fun when I turn the pages and they're like, you hear the little cascade of the little parts. So that's been super fun. Daniela says, I don't think they ship to Germany, so I've subscribed to a kit from a local store, Alexandra Renke. I like her style, but only problem is that her papers are so beautiful, I don't want to use them. So I have decided I'm not going to hoard in my stash. I'm going to hoard in my book, because once it's in my book, I can keep it forever and ever. And I'm using it when I love it. So just a thought about holding on to those things. So Sonia said she's thinking about making a shaker because she has a fuse tool. I brought it right over to the table, so I didn't have to go get it, because I'm like, I've been putting them on a lot of projects lately. Also in here. Okay, so you'll see I'm kind of hiding the stuff so I can like show it to you. Oh my gosh. These are from Pink Fresh Studio, and they are little word phrases. And you can see, super fun. These ones all have red background, yellow background. These have red words on them. They say really fun things like cross my heart, ready, set, go, every day has a story, make it count, wish this could last forever, let the fun begin. There's so many like a variety, but not just that. Look at the other side. There's like way more. So there's a whole bunch more. So those are from Pink Fresh Studio. It's the little things, overheard, observations. Perfect. This fills me up. The camera loves you. Beauty in this moment. Be happy. Shenanigans. So really fun phrases from Pink Fresh. That's great. In here, these are like a custom wild hair thing, I think. And there are some little buttons. I'm going to open this. Okay. So this says, hello, adventure. And this one says, today. And this one, it has the word love in it, but look at how cute. It has like these little clouds on it. Super sweet. Okay, so these little tag or flare buttons, these, yes, I love these. Regular buttons, no. Like, I don't know. I think I just had bad experiences with trying to sew when I was younger. Like, it was like not happening. And so now it's like, no. Oh, Janet says she's on a year-long scrap spending freeze here, 27 days strong. That's awesome. That's like really impressive. That's not going to happen for me this year. I just went to Creativation. There's a million things that I want now. Last year was crazy. Also in the packet, okay, there's this thing. This is like the big surprise thing. So I'm going to save that for last. In here, there's some fabulous alphabets. This is the Marquee Alphabet. And they're kind of like a wood grain, and then they have gold glitter around the edges of the letters. So cool. Very excited about those. And there are some Dear Lizzy words, and these have foil on them that's kind of, I guess it's gold. It almost looks, no, I think it's gold. I was going to say it almost looks rose gold, but I think it's just gold. So you are magical, and hello sunshine, adventure. Today is the day, count the stars. She's a wildflower, and blissful are some of the phrases on there. And I love using like big word titles like that. So that's totally my thing. And yay, Red Dwarf is here. And she said, first time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And she says, I forgot to change my name. That's a computer program. It's Christy. Welcome, Christy. Okay, so in here they talked about a cut file. She mentioned including their cut file. Look at how awesome this is. 2018, it has a little star. I have the inserts of those letters too, because I also have the paper. How fun is that? Video's a bit blurry. I think that's part of Zoom, honestly. I could try with my other computer next time and see if it makes it clearer, or if it's this computer or my other one. I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's just like a quality thing so that they can stream it out. Okay, so that's a really fun cut file. Actually, that would probably work for something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set that right here. Okay, let's see the papers really quick. There's some Maggie Holmes carousel paper with the little tags with a nice design on the background. We've got some pink Paislee. I might have had this paper, I don't know, from before, or if I bought it myself, with some nice dots on the back. Nice layering piece there. We got this paper that kind of looks like raining Dalmatian spots. And it has like a very, it's like an olivey green, like quite a deep green on the back. This one is from Heidi Swap's Magnolia Jane line, which was my favorite line from last year, I think. Ooh, it's toss up. I really like the Bo Bunny Life in Color line last year too. That was another favorite. This one is from Pink Fresh and it's called Dream On. So the colors on this are not going, oh my gosh, I'm dying to use it. But I really love the little constellation patterns on the background. So I'm really liking that. And I think I probably would, if I cut this up, you know, which is kind of how they're intended. Sometimes I just use them like that. That would go. This is from Dear Lizzy's Stargazer line, and it has the lovely stripes with the bright colors, which I love, and some stars on the background. Yeah, it could be for lower pixelations for sure. So this one here from the Stargazer, I just have, oh, Dear Lizzy. She's like the sweetest person in the world. Oh my gosh. And if you follow her on Instagram, she's a sweetheart. And then you need to follow her husband too, Colin Karcher. It's like Colin with 2 L's. And yeah, wow. Just like super great people. They're doing this billboard campaign because they keep seeing billboards that have like just horrible smut on them where they live. And now they're raising money and, you know, people are donating like $5 and they're going to put up billboards that support people that say like, you are awesome just the way you are or something. Like it's really cool. I can't explain it good enough, like, but it was quite the thing. So this is the striped one, and this is from Pebbles from their Girl Squad collection. And look at the fun little musical stuff on the background. So that is great. Next up, we have the pink Paislee, and this is like little 2x2 squares on here. So those are sweet and nice if you want to put stuff into little square pockets or bigger pockets. You can cut them into like 4x6 squares. So it's really great for using it with a nice pattern on the background. Janet says, very sweet of them. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. Like, and Colin has like, I don't know, 40,000 followers on Instagram or something. It's like, yeah, he's like been telling a lot of like real personal stories lately. So if you want somebody to follow on Instagram that kind of will be like a heartwarming moment. So this paper here is from the Dear Lizzy Stargazer line too. And I totally love that. So I've got lots of fun papers, and now here's the surprise. So when she asked, are you cool with having a surprise? Because she actually texted me, like, and she's like, something really thick and chunky, like 1 inch thick. And I'm like, I guess. I don't usually use a lot of super thick things on layouts, but you know, it's kind of fun. So these are felt hearts. I'm gonna just like pull them out of the package because, you know, packaging. Felt, not hearts, felt flower shapes and stuff. Oh my gosh, look how cute they are. So I don't know if I want to like put them on layouts or if I want to like put them on home decor. This one here kind of matches with my room. Like, look at this with my counter. You can't see my counter anywhere. Where is my hand? You can actually see right here. Perfect. But they're so pretty. And okay, guys, felt. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's coming. We're getting more and more felt. I saw felt like pennants and felt accents. Yeah, felt is coming. So that's definitely a thing. Yeah, so that's what's in my kit. It's time to get Scrapbook in. They would make awesome book clips. Absolutely. And pretty on my everyday display frames. I have some everyday display frames. I have a set of 9 of them out just out in my hallway where I put up layouts that I just recently finished, or you know, sometimes I just keep favorite ones up there for months and months and months. But yeah, I like having some layouts on display, and those would definitely look good on there. I might try to put one of these on a layout though. You know, I'm kind of tempted. They're so cute. Okay, so that's fun stuff. I'm gonna move right here so you'll be able to see more of what I'm doing. But really the goal is to scrapbook and chat together. Yeah, that was all one kit. And the kits are like $38.95. That was the total for the kit, $38.95. So all of that stuff was like 40 bucks. I have to ship it to Canada, so there's extra, plus I convert that to Canadian dollars. So I think in Canada, it cost me about $60 realistically. But if I went to the store, I'm probably gonna get stuff like that. There's some things that I don't find in stores, like my favorite little color cast designs things. And just to have somebody put together this kit so I can sit down and scrapbook with it, that kind of is an advantage. So it just kind of depends on if you're like game. And the great thing about the kits is like, they're not a commitment. It's a one-off thing. You try one this month. If you don't like it, you don't order another one. It's not like you're locked in forever. So that's where we're going with that. Okay, put that aside. I'm really tempted by this, like using this white paper. Ooh, we might have to do that. I want to layer some of this color onto it. I don't know what I want to call it, so I'll show you what I have. First off, for my 12 by 12 layout, after the 12 by 12 layout is done, that's when I'll do the draw for the free kit, because we're going to have a free kit from the Wild Hare Kits. And after, yeah, that's when I'll do it, right after the 12 by 12 before I start the pocket page. And I have this picture that I printed. My high school gals came over on New Year's Day, because one of my things is I want to get together with my friends more. And they came over on New Year's Day. We had a little get together, super fun. And it's so nice to see each other. Because, you know, we all get busy lives and head off in different directions. But I love that we still try to make some time to get together. One of my friends wasn't able to make it. She had some family stuff going on, but you know, I was really happy to see the one that could. So I wanted to put them into my book. I'm cutting this out, and when I'm cutting it, you probably can't see. I'm cutting just like a little bit of a frame around it, leaving some of the white so that it's like pre-matted. Because I print almost everything at home now. Basically, because I'm too impatient to wait for stuff to print. That becomes the problem. The teal would be good on a layout. Yeah, I know, right? Like, ooh, so they're so textury and have that touch feel, right? So because we actually met on New Year's Day, I could totally put this on some paper that says 2018. What do you think? And then I can layer in stuff behind here, like a pretty little pattern. I can layer up some patterns behind here. And let's see if I have something wonderful here. Today is the day, kind of like that actually. Okay, well, I might be going with that. But because I have like the little negative pieces here, I can fill in the letters so that they still look cute. And then I'll have my 2018, maybe that'll go into my pocketbook. Okay, let's take my trimmer and cut the strip off the bottom here. So I was going to tell you before, with going to Creativation, I made the videos. And you know, I'm not a professional journalist. I'm not trained in the art of interviews. I'm not trained in the art of working with the camera stuff or any of that, right? I do scrapbooking stuff for fun. And I had a nasty comment on a video, and I was like, oh, did that happen? Oh my gosh, it totally happened. And like, you know, when you put stuff out there, it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. But I was a little shocked, a little disarmed, I guess, when I read it. And then, you know, I was like, okay, well, she has a point. Because in one of the videos, she said, I can't believe that two seemingly educated women would don't have more of a vocabulary and had to say fun 200 times in one video to describe the products. And I get it. It happens. It happens. Don't let, Natalie says, don't let anyone dull your sparkle, especially trolls. I know it just caught me off guard. And when I first read it, but then I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we probably did say that the thing was fun and that was fun. And we probably said fun, 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 fun. And if you look at my Instagram story that I posted last night, you'll see that I have a little thing on there and it says fun, 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 fun. I just put it on there like a whole bunch in my Instagram story, just because like, I'm like, I have to just take this to another place and I have to be playful with it. Like, let's just deal with that. And I thought, well, I could respond to that and be like, hey, look, I'm just doing this for fun. And, you know, it's not really that big a deal. Or I could just kind of let it go. And I thought, you know, that the gal that did the interview, she's not a professional person for TV and camera work. Like, you know, all of us are just, you know, we're showing products. She's a product designer. She doesn't even want to do the interviews, but she does them because, you know, she needs to show off her product. And yeah, think of it, Taylor Swift's haters gonna hate. That's right, Heather. Like, I totally get it. Jeanette says, I saw your Insta story. I love those. So I've been sharing lots about the load challenge on there, which, you know, it's like my pet project. This is really pretty. I didn't like look through all the colors, but I'm like, oh, I like this and I like this. Yeah, so I think that I deleted the comment. So you can't go back and look for it. You're not going to find it. I just deleted it and I just left it like that because I'm like, if that gal from that company saw the comment, I'd be super sad that she might be like hurt by that and, you know, be worried about doing that kind of stuff and having interviews. And like for everybody else, they want to see the product. If we say fun 200 times in a video, they'll just get over it or they'll move on. And, you know, that's totally an option. So things that happen, right? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I didn't have time to deal with it and I didn't want to worry about it. And I know that people would actually come in and say like nice things and say, oh my gosh, like I think that that's just mean, or, you know, people come to my defense and they would say good things, but it just didn't need to be out there. It's and it's funny because I really thought about the stuff that Colin Karchner was talking about. I'm like, oh, it's coming into my world too. Like, if we let that nasty stuff in, what's happening, right? Okay, so I'm layering up some layers. It's maybe turned a little bit. Okay, so I'm layering up some layers. I want to have more color sticking out of here. I think a good way, I like that. That would be a lot of color. I don't know if I like that together. Ooh, where's that spiky one? Oh, look at that. Kind of like that, but I need like a solid. Ooh, there we go. A solid that's gonna break things up a little bit. So I'm just kind of building random layers and hopefully they turn out because I never used to wing it like this, but it just feels right now. Briella says, delete, you have the power. She's got the power. I've got the power. Yeah. Totally. And yeah, you know, I would even bring it up, but it's just like, wow, just wow. I'm just kind of still floored by it. And you know, maybe she didn't. No, I don't think there's a way you can say that without being as snarky as I'm like. Maybe she didn't mean it to be so mean. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, I got these pretty letters and Oh, I want to bring a little bit more yellow. I think I'm going to use this. This says Hello Sunshine. I just really like it. I want to save it and hoard it on the layout. And for me, like hanging out with my friends, that's a moment of sunshine. So maybe I can go somewhere like that in my journaling on the page. And that means I need to get some more yellow on this page because it's definitely missing some yellow. I got a stripe in this. Let's have a look and see that. Maybe there's some yellow on this. And this other side of yellow. That is like a weird color. Okay, so do you guys actually like this color? It's like yellow, but not yellow. It's got that little hint of green. I don't know what they call it, like chartreuse or something. I don't know. I look at that color and it kind of makes me think of baby poop. Like, I don't know. It's not my thing. Like, but I look at that and, you know, I love the designs. I love the paper, like these cute little paper airplanes. That's adorable. And this pattern, but I think when I see like the whole pattern like this as a 12 by 12, I'd be like, ooh, no, thank you. But yeah, that's not my color. Okay, so just checking for more bits of yellow. Okay, there's some stripe. Do I want to print some stripe? This is a bold stripe. I think if I use just a little bit of the stripe, that's going to look great. Okay. Oh, and I barely have any yellow poking out there. Maybe I can move it around here. Haha. Success. Okay. So I used to be a lot tighter with how I would use my supplies, but it turns out I like to buy more papers. I just love it. And I'm gonna keep buying more papers and buy the stuff that I wanna play with. So if I'm gonna do that, I need to start using things in kind of larger quantities and get more of it onto my projects, which is fun. And I think that that means that, you know, I just need to be a little bit generous with myself sometimes in my products. So use more than I would normally think that I need to. Okay, I'm gonna put together a couple of these layers because I might tuck a couple little pieces underneath here. We'll see how this goes. I still want to put a little color on the background actually. Maybe I should pause for a moment and add a little color. Let's see, pink, blue, teal, yellow. Maybe yellow on the background. Okay. Brielle says, I feel exactly the same about paper. You need to use it. You just want to buy it and use it. Plus, as you said, hoarding in your book. That's right. Okay, my colors are over here. Ooh, there's some bright Heidi colors. Okay, I got a handful of them. So I brought some of the pink because I like that pop of pink. I don't know which one is quite the right color, but I can do a little test, I guess. And then I brought some of these other colors. There's not really orange in this, so I think I'll keep the orange out. Like, as in not do it. I have this little splatty mat here. I don't know if I should spray it or if I should like mush it on there. I think I should mush it on. Okay, I'm gonna take the packaging from those felt things. I'm gonna put a little bit of this color on here. And I'm gonna just mush it on. I really should have brought my my paper towel over first. Okay, paper towel. And I'm gonna mush a little bit more water on. I'm sure there's like some kind of smooshing, or people use some technical words, but oh, I almost just tipped all of this on there. Do you see that? That would have been like, whew, got lots of hit color there. Okay. So that's a little smooshy. I wanted to layer in some of the pink. Let's see how bright this pink is. It looks really bright. Okay. It is really, really bright. It's almost like a neon pink in a way. Let's see if this one's any. Actually, that's even worse. Okay. Not that it was bad. Okay. I'm gonna smoosh a little bit of the pink on here, but I think I'm gonna just add a little bit of water to it. Okay. That looks really good. Just a little bit more down there. I might add a touch more yellow again, and then call this good. Give that a second to dry. So during, when I went to Vicki Bouton's booth, was it her that told me? She said, resist using a heat thing because it changes the fibers of the paper. Now, I don't remember if that was her or if that was from someone else. There we go. But anyways, I read something recently that said, don't use your heat tool if you can help it. Just be patient and let things dry. Okay, so we've got some more color here. We want some more right up there. Okay, cool. So I've smushed and gushed and stuck stuff on here. Now I got to give that a second to dry, but that's the effect that I've kind of created, and you can see like it doesn't look very pretty, really. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. But once I layer stuff on there, you're gonna get like the little parts of it sticking out. Oh, it's gonna look good. Okay, that's those. So I used these two. I used the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Butter, which is a yellow, and I used the Heidi Swap in Hot Pink. So those were stuff from my stash. Okay, that's gonna dry. Let's build those layers right now. See on there? Oh, it's gonna be good. And that looks great. Yeah, so I like to not just show like the booths and stuff. I try to get like a little bit of demo stuff in. It's really tough because sometimes I'm just like trying to hit so many highlights. Like I didn't even make it to Tim Holtz's stuff this year. I didn't even get to see it. Like I didn't get to see it. Like he's got like the scissors now with black handles. I had to watch that on YouTube. I'm like, I totally didn't get to see his stuff. And yeah, that happened with lots of booths. There was ones that I just wanted to get to, and there just wasn't enough time. So hopefully next year I'll have the Monday to film. This time I thought I left like later in the day on Monday. No, I left like really early. So that was not ideal for getting more stuff done, but it was okay. I thought I was gonna have like 40 videos, but I think it's more like 47 or something. So I guess I did well. I can't be sad with that. Let's put a little bit of that sticking down there, a little bit up like that. Good. Layer that on. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna even cover. Okay. Cool. So I have this layer and I've got like this blue layer is kind of just separating off the stripe and this, and I've got the floral layer. I've got those stripes which are really bright. Brielle says your videos were great and a good length as well. I'm still working through them all. Yeah, there's a couple that are a little bit longer and most of them we tried to stay like 10 minutes, sometimes less. If it's something new that you've never seen before, we try to keep them short, but like give you a nice introduction to a new line. There's a couple more that I have, we just got them edited last night, so I'll have them put up this afternoon. And for those ones, I've got a company called Penelope D from South Africa that I've got video from, and so that was something really different. The other thing that I featured was a couple of like small Canadian companies. You know, I'm in Canada, and for me, it's always nice when I see Canadian companies doing stuff. One that's kind of exploding right now is called Emerald Creek Craft Supplies. And Emerald Creek, they make embossing powders. Okay, so Kim actually gave me the sample while I was there because I have tried, like in stores that carry the product, I have tried, I'm not kidding, 4 times, and they're always out. It's called Fractured Ice, and when you melt this on your page, it looks like it was inspired by frozen waterfalls and glaciers and stuff like that. And when you melt this on a project, oh, it's so beautiful. And so she actually is like, here you go, Alice. I'm like, thank you, because I've been wanting to get that for so long, and it's always gone. It's one of her top sellers. So the Emerald Creek video is going up today. She's working with Seth Apter. If you don't know who Seth Apter is, he's like the other Tim Holtz when it comes to doing mixed media and artsy stuff. Okay, so this is like getting close to being dry. But he's like the other guy, Tim Holtz kind of person. He does really mixed media stuff. He did a little demo for me. I think that video is another one that I'm posting up this afternoon too. Super awesome and amazing. I was really excited because I got to get in and talk with him, and he did a quick little embossing demo with powders. I think he just released 9 kinds of embossing powder, and yeah, so fun. I saw Kimberly Herring. She said she is coming to the ScrapHappy reunion. So the membership group that I run is called ScrapHappy, and it is a really happy place. I have to tell you, it's so much fun. And one of the things that we do every year is we host I'm trying to find a paper that's going to look nice in the background there. We host a reunion every year. Last year we went to San Diego. One of the gals taught us how to do silhouette photos. So we went to the beach and did silhouette photos on the beach, which was amazing. We also, the year before, we went to Grapevine, Texas. We went to this place for dinner. It was like a real Texas barbecue. Like you walk in past the big smokers that are cooking up the meat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was delicious. And before that, there was a couple in Phoenix. Like, so we traveled around a little bit. This year, yeah, the smokers were hot, very hot. Like, we're standing in line to get in. The place is packed, like packed. And it was just fabulous. You know, you can tell that a place, like when it's packed like that it's going to be good, right? And oh, was it ever. Okay, I think that's too much white. Not enough color, too much white. Oh, that could be kind of fun. No, it's not. Sometimes I'm like, yeah. No, definitely no. I think what I'm gonna want to do is do some of these behind the letters. That'd be, I like it. I could pick some of my favorite patterns and kind of put them behind the 4 letters. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so we tried to travel. This summer, we're going to Denver, Colorado, and we're kind of in our pre-registration period right now. And we need to have 20 gals going. As of last night, we have 19! 19! We have 19! So we're like that close, and like, I'm pretty much gonna call it and say that it's on. It's on. Like, we definitely could use some more people registered, but it's on. We're going to Denver, guys. So just if you're here right now, because I know we have a few of our ScrapHappy gals, and if you're like, hey, what is this thing? I'm interested. I like doing stuff. Check out our ScrapHappy group. Seriously, it's so fun. We do different challenges. One of our big things is the load challenge, and we connect over scrapbooking. We encourage each other to do scrapbooking, but we share like the life moments too. So that's been a lot of, yeah. But I'm so excited that it's actually gonna happen, because I was worried and just get nervous, but Monday is my deadline to kind of let the hotel know, and I need to know kind of the number of rooms that we're gonna need. So otherwise we have to pay for them. It's weird. Okay, but it's happening. It's really, really happening. I need a pencil. Do I have a pencil? Okay, here we go. Put a mark right there. I'm going to cut that right there. And let's see, just a pair of scissors. Yeah. So excited about reunion. I know. Sue, she's new here too. These ladies are so sweet, kind and inspirational. Oh my gosh. I always feel that, but because I'm kind of like, running the show, like, I feel that I'm very biased, right? But yeah, we tend to keep our members because people come and they love it. So that's a great thing. Okay, so that little paper airplane one that I saw? I'm totally gonna use it on the page. It's like gonna go right behind one of these numbers because it's just so cute. So that's fun. And man, I feel like I'm getting so creative and crafty today, and yet it's like the simplest page ever. It's totally cool. Yeah, there. And let's put, oh, I love that little floral. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there too. Great. Okay, so those just have to get layered in the background here. I can cut this one off. Like that. So now I'm going to flip this paper over so that I can add these in here. And I will just, instead of like gluing on these little pieces, I'm just going to glue on some of the stuff around here. And then I'll stick those little pieces to it. Okay, that should work. So I wanted these paper airplanes for here. Yeah, so we're headed to Denver. It's called Memories in the Mountains, and oh, very excited to know that this is like happening. Because, it's always so fun to go and hang out with everybody. I've made some of my best online scrappy friends, and it's funny because, like, you know, we're not just scrappy friends anymore. Like, we get together on, I almost put this on upside down. We get together on live things all the time, so they become my friends. It's like, hey, this thing happened, and then I'm on the phone or on video. Briella says, and I at least now have a crop once a month with you. Yay! So excited for Load and Reunion. So Load, I didn't really talk about that, did I? Load, it's the Layout a Day challenge, and it's like a huge thing that we do every year, a few times a year, in fact. And we do one in February, one in May, and one in October. The October one is only open to ScrapHappy members. Like, we do it kind of like by the members for the members kind of thing. But the other ones we do are open to anybody to register. And it's the funnest challenge. It's the reason I joined the ScrapHappy group. I did a challenge with the group years ago. The first one I did was called Scrap Happier, and it was based on ways of making your scrapbooking happier. And it was inspired by Gretchen Rubin's The Happiness Project book, which super fun. Well, actually, like, I find that she overanalyzed being fun, but like, I love all of her other books, so, you know, I give her credit for that. Maybe I just wasn't in the right place when I was reading it. But yeah, the prompts just led me to create some of my favorite pages that I've ever made. I need to know what this actually looks like. Okay, there we go. So this is all coming together now. That goes there. This one looks like that. Okay. I'm looking at the actual die cut out piece so I can kind of see how the little pieces go inside the holes here to make it look great. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Very cute, right? Ah. Yeah, so in Load, we get a daily email that has the prompt, and you can choose to use the prompts or not, but the goal is just to scrapbook every day for a month, which sounds scary. When I signed up, I was like, I probably can't scrapbook every day for a month. Let's be real. But, you know, maybe I'll do some of it. That would be great. Oh, look how cute this is looking. Oh, so cute. And I'm gonna stick this down now, and then anything else that I need to stick on here, I'll just either tuck in behind or put around it. My journaling I will add after, and then on the recap, when I post the recap on the blog, I'll have the journaling there, because there's no way that I can do the journaling and talk and think and, you know, say the things that I want to say. This looks something that's crooked. What did I put on here crooked? I totally did something crooked. Is that better? It's like just a little bit crooked. Maybe it's my blue layer. Okay. So I think I'll put the picture kind of like right in the middle, but it's kind of like I've got the color splash up here, and then I've got a little bit more pattern heaviness down here. And I think that's looking good to me. Okay, that's on there. And now I get to embellish it. Yay. Since here it's winter, I might add a few of these little bits because those are beautiful. I love this little love thing. I like the little today flare. The green one would work. It's not really an adventure, so it doesn't really work. And then some of these. Okay, let's keep it simple. Yeah, so the prompts, they're always based on a theme. So in the past, we've had themes like Greek mythology, where I told a story about a Greek god or goddess every day, and then we use something about their story to inspire our own story. So it's not like we're scrapbooking about Greek gods or goddesses, you know, because like I don't have anything to scrapbook about them. But because you use that inspiration for your own prompts, or to inspire the stories for your layouts, I find that I tell better stories on the pages that I make when I start with that story first, because I've got that in my head ready to go. Oh my gosh, this looks like I designed this with this in mind. Okay, I just threw my embellishments away. This looks like I designed this in mind. Okay, so this Hello Sunshine going right here. Doesn't that look like I matted it like just to go right there? See, it happens. It just happens. Scrapbooking doesn't have to be so formal. It just can just like happen, and it's great. And then I'll have a little bit of room. Okay, now I've lost the other one. I seriously did throw it on the floor or something. I lost the 2-day one. That's super funny. I heard it go clattering, so who knows where it went. Maybe today is not the day. Yeah, so the layouts, thank you. So he says, I love your page. So with the way things go with load, you know, you make your page, we share them in a private Flickr gallery, like we make it private so that you can kind of put your stuff in there and you're not like, you know, you're not gonna have to deal with those haters that show up online sometimes. But, you know, sometimes you're telling stories that you're fine to let other scrapbookers into your life, but you don't want them out in the world or, you know, whatever. And sometimes people don't even want to share that. So they use like a sticky note and they cover up their journaling or they cover up a photo, which is totally cool because, you know, we're fine with you just doing the thing. We want to encourage you to scrapbook. It's all about doing the scrapbooking, right? We have the supplies, now we got to use them. Yeah, I love it when an idea comes together. The load prompts work so well for me, says Jacqueline. They get me scrapbooking about myself, which I don't usually do. And I think when we think of the prompts, we think about how you can use them for yourself because we don't know people's family situation, right? Like some people have kids, some people have grandkids, some people don't. Some people, you know, like some people, they're scrapbooking, they're only their story. And lots of times a prompt that you might think, oh, okay, well, that's a good one for scrapbooking about yourself. And it becomes something that people use to scrapbook about, you know, anything. So let's see here. I need some foam tape. Oh, that's just kind of flew out of my thing. It was wrapped around something I had. I kind of like it. Oh my gosh, I think that's going on here. Happy accidents. Some of my favorite pages are from load prompts, says Janet. Mine too. Mine too. So yeah, I've been sharing a lot of them on my Insta stories and just kind of talking about the prompt, talking about how it inspired the page and kind of showing that off. This theme that we have for this one for February, oh, I'm so excited about it. Do I have the book? Oh yeah. So when I was a kid, I was fascinated by these choose your own adventure books. And when you read them, you don't just read front to back because you get to like this big exciting moment in the story and then it doesn't just continue. You have to actually choose what you want your character to do. And then you turn to this page or turn to that page and, you know, different things happen. And sometimes your character dies and it's the end or your ship sinks or, you know, so funny, so fun. And I just love the way, sorry, thinking as I place. I love the way that they inspire me to tell my stories. So that's been a lot of fun. A great new thing on the Instagram, have you guys seen this? When you go to a person's profile, they can actually save their stories and they can like have like a whole row of them. So you can kind of scroll past the little dots on the row. Maybe I'll show you. On my Instagram, is it gonna let me log in? It's apparently thinking really hard. Okay, I want this on here. I really like it. It even has this little bow that's kind of perfect. Yeah, I'm totally putting this on, and I'm just gonna literally wrap it around the back and tape it right now. Tape, tape, tape. Washi tape. Here we go. Okay, so here, it's come up now. Okay, so I'll show you. So on my story, so this is my profile. When you go to it, you can actually see all these little dots up here, and you can scroll over and see. And those are all stories that I've shared about different pages that were inspired by load prompts. And that's going to be a fun thing to kind of look through if you're like, I don't know. If you've ever thought of trying a load, have a look at that and see if it like convinces you one way or another. And yet we still have people that are like, I'm working on my Christmas book, or I'm working on my book for my son. And you know, you don't have to do, it's a great thing. You don't have to do anything. It's like your scrapbooking. But yeah, the layout, the prompts get me scrapbooking things that I never do. I missed I've missed some of the loads, like where I don't get to do the scrapbooking side of things as much. And I'm always super sad about that because I feel like I always miss out. The good thing is, like, ScrapHappy members, you have access to all of them. If you buy load separately, you get access for, I think, 8 months or 18 months, and then it expires. So after that time, it's only available to ScrapHappy members. Just there. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm super happy with this. Oh, I didn't put these little sparkles on. I need them on. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, they're like see-through kind of. And so I always have problems with my glue. It's always like stopped up in the top. So I've got a little piece of washi tape wrapped around it with a little pin. It's like a hat pin or something. And I keep that handy on the side so that I can pierce the glue when it stops up on the top. Just a little thing I've been doing lately because it's been driving me nuts. Oh my gosh. So some of these blue ones are like clear and some of them are opaque, and there's like different shades. There's like a seafoam kind of color, and then there's like a crystal, like an ice crystal blue, and there's some white ones in here. I'm just in love. Okay, added some of those there. And let's have a look. Maybe up here. Okay, so I'm just kind of adding like maybe 3 of them or whatever. That one's too blue. Okay. Keeping it to the neutrals. And I would totally do 3, but I don't know if I really want to put embellishments anywhere else. This area down here feels embellished already. So I think that I'm not exactly doing a visual triangle with my embellishments on here, but I think that's okay. Me breaking the rules. Who's that? Jacqueline says, I finished a page. I'm on to page 2. Can you show us? I saw that you're on video. If you want to show us, we'd love to see. We like seeing. So your choice. I'm not going to like pressure anybody to come online, but if you say yes, we'll pop you up on screen so you can show us your layout. We'd love to see that. Okay, let's get all these little adorable pieces put back. And woohoo, Jacqueline! So yeah, let's have a look. Nicely done. Okay, okay. I'm gonna post you up and spotlight. What's that? No, there we go. Can we hear you too? What's your topic for your page? It says there.
Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, Top's Craft Night.
We see it the right way.
Have a craft night. I don't know if I can. Oh, let's try.
Her Top's Craft Night. I can see you and I can hear you. It's all good.
Okay, good. So we have a craft night. So this year I got everybody to make Christmas cards with washi and stickers.
Cool.
So these are the ladies making their Christmas cards. And I used the I'd rather be crafting line.
Yeah.
So I was excited for pictures of crafting.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
There is a new line of papers coming out from, let me see, from Simple Stories, and it's called Crafty Girl. I can't remember if it's coming out right now. I think it's out right now. It's coming out for February, for the February release. So if it's not, then you're getting a sneak peek of something that's coming out in April. I actually have 2 videos for Simple Stories coming out. We did one with all the new launches, and then I'll have another video that shows off all of the other ones. I can't remember, but there's a Crafty Girl line. It was super cute. It has like the little sewing tomato, sewing machines. It has like scissors. So it's like for any kind of crafting. It has like several different kinds of crafts kind of represented, and I thought that was really fun. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my page up, and I'm calling it done, other than my journaling, which I'm gonna add down in here. And there we go. So 2018, it has my girls, Hello Sunshine, and I'll talk about the little sunshine, how, you know, we're excited to get together. So great, Paige, gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. And, you know, it's easy stuff, right? Now it's time for something really fun. We're going to have our draw. Okay, so I always pull up a random number generator on my phone. That's how we do this. And then I look at the list of attendees. We have 34. One of them is me, so that doesn't count. So that means that there's 33 people, and I will, oh, sorry, my other computer is here. I have my laptop, and you can probably hear stuff on there. Random number generator. And I need to make this 33. No, that's 330. That's a lot. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna hit the generate button, hit the button, generate. And it says number 15. So let me look down on the list. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I lost my track here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jenny, if you're here, let me have a look. Jenny, you are the winner of our prize for the month. So all you have to do is send me an email to alice@alicebowl.com, and you will get a free kit from the Wild Hare Kits. You get to choose, like, you fill out your own style profile and everything. So I'll send your information to Allison Girling. So send me an email with your name and your address, and I will pass your information forward to Allison. So congratulations to Jenny. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so then, oh, I was talking about load. So I'm going to just tidy up a couple things right here, right now, as I get ready to do my pocket page. And I'll show you what I got for that. I have to say, doing these once a month. Oh, guys, I totally forgot about these. Oh, maybe I'll use them on my pocket page. It's all good. Yeah, so doing this once a month, I kind of stayed on top of my pocket scrapbooking last year, which was like a huge win, and I really loved getting all of that done. Oh yeah, page up right here. Oh, okay. There we go. So that's good. Put the papers. I don't know if I'll put those back. I might decide that I want to use one of those in my thing, so no sense in putting those too far away yet. Okay, we've got, hi Joe, I'm on my live thing right now. You want to come say hi? No. hi anyways.
Hi.
Hey everyone, you gotta duck down. You're super tall. Come on. This is my son Joe. He's turning 19 in a week. Yeah, oh my God, you are. That's right. Okay, so this looks good. I've got enough of a mess here that, I feel like I can get creative and not too much of a mess that I don't have any room to work. Oh, I need to put this back so that I can see the chat a little bit better. Oh. There you go. Yay. So congratulations to Jenny. So, okay, so pocket page scrapbooking. Oh, exciting. I was getting off track here. Oh, I didn't pull out an actual plastic sleeve. That's funny. Okay, here's what I have. Oh, it's good. They're right here. So I have pictures. I just went to Creativation. Like, I won't shut up about it because I'm just super on a high from that. And I've got pictures from being at the event. So my husband was my wonderful camera guy, and we have some pictures of us with some cactus or cacti, I guess, and that was cool. I have a picture of me getting all smartened up at some of the classes. They have educational seminars, and I went to some of those so I could learn how to run business things a little bit better. I connected with Sherry Ballantine. She has a store out in Whitby, Ontario, and we had dinner together with her husband and my husband, so that was really fun. She actually has a way better picture of us, but I don't have her picture, which I need to get, so that would be better. Funniest thing on the plane, my husband, he went to go watch a movie on his iPad because the plane didn't have that kind of stuff, and he had saved some stuff from Netflix onto his iPad, right, because you can download some stuff. Well, when he went to actually see what he had, everything that he wanted to watch had expired because he'd downloaded it too long ago. So the only things he had were the Twilight movies that he had downloaded for me. So this is him sitting on the plane watching Twilight. And that's going in my book. Because I was dying laughing. He actually sat there and watched the whole movie too. I laughed. I watched something else. I watched something on my phone. I watched The Martian, and he watched Twilight. So that's going in. And then I was super excited to visit all of the peoples at the booths. Like, oh my gosh. And this isn't even all of them. I just looked and I missed a couple. So yeah, he looks completely thrilled by Bella, Jacob, and Edward. Oh yes, poor Jonas. Yeah, which was really funny because we'd started watching it the one night and he's like, I can't watch this. He's like, how can you watch this? You like this? Like, yeah, it's fun. I read the books first, and after that, the movie is great. So last year, what I did, after Creativation, I created this page, which I was really super fun. I thought was super fun. And those are all Post-it notes spelling out Creativation. It's kind of a little bit cut off on the C, but spells out Creativation. And I had pictures of me with some of the people there. And I really thought that was fun. And I thought, I want to do something like that again. But I'm going to do it in my pocket page, and I will have all of these pictures in there. So I could still print off the ones that I've missed. Apparently, I actually missed a couple selfies. I couldn't believe it, but it totally happened. Thank you. Sonia says that Creativation page is fab. So I need, I'm actually starting a new book. So here's my book that I was using last year. And it's literally that heavy. It's like so heavy. It's jam-packed full, but it wasn't just for 1 year. It has several years in there. Oh, do I have somebody that's trying to talk? Oh, I'm just checking. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Okay. So it's super heavy. It has a couple years in it, and it's great, but it's too heavy, so I need to split some of this out, but I'm going to start a new one for this year. And I want to combine my pocket scrapbooking and my other layouts in one album for this year and kind of have it separated by some tabs under some categories. gonna try it. I think it's a fun idea and want to try something different. So my first page that I want to do in the book is about New Year's. New Year's Day. We had fun on New Year's Day, so I want to do some New Year's stuff. So this will be like second, third pages kind of going into the book. What I generally do is one page that has horizontal photos, like the large 4x6s, one that has large vertical. So that's what I'm going to grab for pocket pages. Heading off now, excited to hear that reunion is on. Yay! I know. That's a herniator album. That's hilarious, right? Okay, I have a rolling cart here. Oh, I found that little thing that I wanted today. Apparently I was sitting on it. Okay, so I've got them sorted in this, like, it's a file drawer. I don't know if you can see it. So I've got all vertical pockets in one, all horizontal, and I think that's maybe going to work the best for this page. And then I can just fill. And if I want to have the look of smaller things on the pockets, I can always make it look smaller, even with big pockets, right? So that's the plan for that. So I think I'll use the back side of this one and this one. Good to go. So I've got all these little pictures and I got to meet all these amazing people. So that was so fun. And I want to include that in here. So I think it's just going to be pretty simple, and then I'll have some information here. I thought about doing like little flips and stuff, but I think I'd like to just be able to see them all at once, because I think it's just like the overwhelming goodness of it all. I'm going to pop some of these into the pockets. They're not really in any particular order. It's just awesome people that I met. They're kind of how the printer printed them. When I selected all the pictures and said click them, and I kind of played with the sizing of it until I could get like 9 photos on one sheet. And when that all fit, then that was good. So that's kind of what I started with there. And on the other side, I'm going to start with kind of where I want my photos. Because he's turning like into the page here, I don't want to put him on the outside like that. I'm going to put him to the inside of the page. Oh, I have this other vertical photo of me and Sherry. So I don't know if that's going to fit like that, I guess. Okay. Lots of photos, not a lot of room for embellishment the way I've left it right now. But you know me, I like to add a few little flip-flops and stuff like that. So we've got some gals that are heading off. I hope you have a really good day. Hope you get some scrapbooking done. If you do, if you tag me, hashtag Scrapbook Live on Instagram or something, if you're sharing the stuff, if you use that hashtag Scrapbook Live, then I will see your pages and I'd love to check it out. So please go ahead and use that. If you are here and you're thinking about the load challenge, you can use the code Instagram15 and you can save $15, but you gotta hurry, like registration closes when we start. So when that starts, everybody has to be in and sign up and stuff. Otherwise, yeah, you can't register late, so don't put it off. Only a few days left. Okay, so this is good. Dinner with a friend, pop that in there. Okay, this is good. Now I just have to fill in a few pieces. I'm going to use one of my pattern papers that I have here. I'd like to make a shaker because I got these lovely little shaker pieces, and I really wanted to put these in here. It was a weekend, so that kind of fits with the idea. I might have to do some flip-flops on here. It's, you know, just might have to happen. And we were there. So we weren't there for every day of the week, but I have all of the days of the week. So I'm going to call it a weekend, and I want to use Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And maybe Monday. Okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's fun. So I'll still have a Tuesday and a Wednesday left, and you know, those might come in handy some other time. But it was a long weekend, and that would be fun to share that. Ooh, I wonder if I could put those in a shaker together. Oh, that's kind of a fun idea. Do I have a clear piece? Oh, then I'd have those on the background. No, I don't want a clear piece. Okay. Which paper is going to go with this the best? I love the stripe. Is it too big of a stripe? I don't think so. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to do the first one as 4 inches wide. I'll make the 4-inch pocket for this one. Oh, I love it. Okay. See, it's so pretty. Only 4 days left, counting today. I cannot wait. Well, potentially more or less given our different time zones. Yeah, but like the prompts go out at 9 p.m. The night before, so that you get that extra bonus like 3 hours based on the deadlines and stuff. So you actually have 27 hours to work with the prompt or think with and then work with the prompt. For me, that's 10 p.m. at night. So I usually check the prompt before I go to bed, have time to ruminate on it. And yeah, I've posted up all the prompts, but yes, I still have to check the prompts, and so I don't know what they are. I don't pre-plan my pages ahead of time. I'm like literally, I play along. And then I like to make sure that I know what's happening as far as keeping. So I check the prompt, and then, you know, during the morning, I'll be like thinking, okay, gotta make a page. What am I gonna, what story kind of sparks my mind? And sometimes it's like 10 stories, and sometimes I'm like reaching to find one. But the good thing is every day there's like a sample layout, right? There's a sample layout. So the sample layout comes in so handy, because then I have a good idea of how somebody else has used the prompt already before me. So sometimes it's like, oh, thank goodness for that. And yeah, it's amazing. Like, then I create my page. Often I'm a nighttime scrapbooker. I'm actually like this afternoon stuff that I'm doing right now is fine, but preferably I'm a nighttime scrapper. Okay, so weekend. This looks good. And then I think these actually have adhesive backing on them. How nice is that? Oh, you can't see that stuff that I'm doing there. You guys just need to yell at me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Cool. Ready for the weekend. Okay. Wishing you lovely weekends. Ladies, I need to run. Hoping to see some of you at Tuesday's plan session. Oh yeah, that's something else that I do. I'm so glad that you guys bring this stuff up, because plan is another session that I host. It's open to anybody who would like to come. I don't do a lot of advertising for it. It's like a very informal session. What I do during plan is I kind of talk about how my month has gone, what successes and failures, different things that I've come across to help me kind of get more done. If you're the kind of person that is like totally in control, you get all the things done in your life that you want to do, my plan session is probably not going to be as structured and organized enough for you. Like, let's be real. But if you're the kind of person that like wants to do more things, and sometimes you just need like that extra little kick in the butt, then that's the thing. Come to my plan session, because that's what I use it for. It's to help give me that extra little kick in the butt, and it totally works. I get way more stuff done just by having that moment where I sit down for, half hour to an hour, like depends on what our session is like that time, and really think about, my goals and what I'm doing to achieve them. So great, right? So yeah, if you want to come in to do the plan thing, I don't do anything else with the list for it. Like, you don't get any kind of promo stuff. You don't get anything else, just the plan stuff. Go to scrapbookwonderland.com/plan, and you can join me for that too. Okay. Yeah, that is super adorable and doesn't leave me any room for journaling. So I have this picture of me and Sherry, and I think what I'll do is I'll put that on the outside of a flip flap so that I'll have room for some journaling underneath. I think that's what I'll do. Cool. Although, if I keep that and then I do the journaling, I could use this as one of my shaker pockets. Oh, I totally want to do that. So the shaker pockets that I've been doing have been like very relaxed kind of shaker pockets. Okay, I'm gonna put this underneath. I'm gonna need another pattern paper. Let's pick another pattern. Something I can do some journaling on. Cool. I'm gonna use this orange that has, or do I want to use the pink? Well, let's be real, I want to use the pink, not the orange. And, ooh, it's kind of, is that ombre, or am I looking at that weird? Like it. Okay. So I can do some journaling on this, and the other side has just a fun pattern. And then I can do my shakers in there. But I think I'd like to put something in there first. Let's have a look at those words and those kind of things. The adventure would have to go sideways. I could use the love, and I could use, oh, is that too wide? Oh, these are too wide for this pocket to go to go the way it needs to go. But I could do one of these, or I could do like a smattering of these, and then I could do the little shakers inside. So that's the plan now. So some people, when they do shakers, they actually like bump them up and make it more like a window so that you have more room for your stuff to move around in. But show us Sonia's shakers. Sonia, sorry, I was not reading. You have a shaker that you'd like to show us? Let me find your video here. Okay, pin the video. Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Yeah, this is scary. I don't know, I made a giant one with a big snowflake I found. And put a bunch of, I don't know how much you can see. I've done this.
No, it's good. I can see. Oh, wow.
So there's thread in the middle to keep this paper thing. And then I just kept turning it. I think it's the first time I used the fuse tool. It for 2 years, so thank you.
Yay!
I'll be using all the time.
First time with the fuse, and that's what you make. This girl's crafty.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Sonia. There we go. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Everybody's like, oh, I love it. I love your curtains. And Janice says, seriously, I would still be reading the directions. No, the fuse is super easy. I have to say, I was very impressed at how easy it was. Okay, so I'm going to fuse this pocket with some sparkles in it, and I'd like to put some words and stuff on the page first, and then I'll add my sparkles in here. I kind of have to plan what's going to be here on the back side. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take this picture with me and Sherry, because I know that that's something I can easily put in here and I don't have to plan any more steps. So I'm going to trim just a little touch off the bottom. I hate giving it up because it was like this fabulous dessert that we had, but I need room for the fuse to actually work, and I have to plug it in. So I've got my fuse right here, but I don't have it plugged in. So when you plug it in, you want to give it time to warm up. So it has like this little tiny stand thing. I'll put it on the stand. The other thing I have here handy is the little fuse ruler thing, because I'm not gonna be making fancy circles, guys. Let's be real. We're not all like good like Sonia. It's like, woo, let's do that. So I've got this plugged in, so I'll be able to make the pocket here in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to put the photo right on the back of this, but this has to have like a little bit trimmed off of it. Actually, I should almost reprint that photo and make it a little bit smaller. It would be cuter if it was a little bit smaller. But you know, sometimes I'm too lazy to do that. So I think it's gonna go in just the way it is. So I'm just gonna check this and make sure that I've left enough room for the fuse tool. And that should be enough, I think. Maybe I'll take a tiny bit more off just because I need to have enough space for that. Good. So now that I've trimmed that down, I've got enough space that the fuse can run along and seal the pocket. I'm going to attach this photo to the back of this. I'm going to decorate up this side a little bit, and then by the time that I've got all this done, hopefully my fuse tool will be hot and I'll be good to go. Really interesting thing, We Are Memory Keepers just released some new tools, and they are you plug them into a USB. So if you're working by a laptop or a computer, you can plug them into that as your power source. And if you're on the go or something, you can actually take those tools. You could plug them into an external power pack, like a battery pack, kind of thing that you plug your cell phone into on the go, or if you're going camping or something like that. So you could totally take their new little power tools that they had. They had like a little drill, they had a hot glue gun, they had a fuse tool end, there's a wood burning tip. Yeah, so all of those things now plug into, okay, I want this like this. I got to think for a second. I want this like this. I like the ombre going from light to dark because it does a little bit on this. It's hard to see. But when I flip it up, I want my picture to be the right way. Okay, stick the picture on. Good to go. There, so the picture's on. This is on. It's going to be in a pocket that lifts like that. Now I can decorate this side knowing that I've got it the right way. Ooh, there's like observations. So underneath here now, I'll have that one extra space that's going to be revealed here. And from there, I think what I'll do is I'll type some of my observations from Creativation and meeting all the people, and just to talk about how much fun I had. There's a "We Are Here." That's perfect for this. I'm just gonna put some of these words on kind of randomly all over this card to decorate it up. never stop learning. Be curious. Okay, and just going through the words, there's so many good. Oh, shout out to this moment. Oh, I'm peeling this off the backing and some of them are going to come off of here. Oh, yeah, that one's going to fall off. Shout out to this moment. And wish this could last forever. Okay, so I've got those on there now. So I've added some fun words to this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a couple of the little, these little sparkly ones from the Color Cast Designs. I'm going to add these to it. So what that's going to do, because of the acrylics, I'm going to actually glue them in place on here. They're going to add a little bit of space for my sequins to move around a little bit better. Heather says, Alice, I used glitter on my page. I want to make you proud. I love it, Heather. Everybody knows, they get to know that I'm obsessed with glitter and sparkle, and I just can't help it. That kind of stuff is just, I'm like, I said this to one of the gals. I think I said to Jerry from Bow Bunny, I said, I'm like a magpie. I just love all this sparkly and shiny. She laughed. She was like, that is the best comparison ever. But it's just true, and it's my part of who I am. I was that little girl with the twirly dress. Like, seriously, actually, I just saw this on Instagram yesterday. There was like a website selling twirly dresses, and they said, we test all our dresses. They had the funnest ad ever, actually. They said they filmed it with high school students, and it was just adorable. But yeah, I was that girl with the twirly dress, and I only loved the twirly dress. And I cried when my mom made me go and get my pictures taken in grade 1 with a dress that didn't twirl. Like, it was that bad, guys. But yeah, I'm just always going to be that person, I guess. And I can embrace it, or I can like be like, oh yeah, hide the fact that I like glitter. Probably not going to happen. I guess I should do one more on here. That'd be good. It looks too much like that one. How about if I use this one? Oh, I should have used a white one. That's what I should have used. I'm gonna pull that one off of here. Good enough. And put a white one on. I think there too. That one should be white. Yep, making mistakes, making corrections, making a mess. But if you want to see like a professional scrapbooker, you know, they make videos online with like beautiful process videos, and you know, I love them. I absolutely watch them a lot. But at the same time, like this is real life scrapbooking where you make messes and you pull stuff off. Okay, so this is what the little card looks like on this side, and it's got just some fun phrases on it that kind of encapture the spirit of the moment and going and, you know, getting to meet all the people and get to see all the cool stuff, which is what I'll put into a journaling card underneath here. This will be on the outside of this pocket, which when it flips up will reveal my picture of me and my friend having dinner. And then inside this pocket on the front, I'm gonna add some of these little glitter bits. So that's gonna be super fun. And that tool should be hot by now. So I'm gonna pop this into the pocket. I'm going to sprinkle in some glitter magic. So these are the sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I forgot to mention that before. And they put together such beautiful collections of glitter and sparkle. Another one that I saw recently that has like adorable, I totally didn't get any of the pink ones or the yellow ones in there. That's really funny. How did I manage that? Okay, I need to grab some of those apparently. Katya Studio or Studio Katya? Studio Katya or Katya Studio? Okay, I can't remember. It's gonna be one of the new videos that I just released today. Make sure you go check it out. You should see the sparkly things she has. The stamps that she has are adorable and cute. And she is now selling her stamps through Simon Says Stamps. So, you know, she's kind of new, right? She's just kind of getting that footing, but you're gonna love her stuff. So that's really fun. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I've got the little sparkly glitter things in here, and they have like some freedom to move around. It's not like a ton, right? But that's not like the purpose of my book. It's not all about the glitter and sparkles. Not only, at least. Okay, I'm gonna just take this mat because you can use like hot stuff on the mat and not have a problem. And then from there, I've got the picture in, and I've got it pushed down so that I have space right along the top to seal it closed. And the ruler here has like a little spot where you can actually run the blade right in between there. So once you add that to it, it kind of makes it pretty easy. So this tool's heated up now, and I'm just gonna take this and run it along here. And that's it, it's done. So, fuse tool, that easy. And you can do other things with it other than seal pockets, but you know, even if I'm just sealing pockets, I'm super happy. So now I've got all those pieces in there. They're not gonna fall out because, you know, they're stuck in there because I've just sealed that pocket. Like when you buy a page protector, you actually see all the little dashed lines along the side that kind of seal the page protector. That's exactly what you're making with that tool, because it has like a little spiky wheel that rolls along there and just closes that gap. That's sealed up, ready to go onto here. Yay, that's gonna be fun. I don't know if I'll stick that on yet. Once in a while, I have a hard time getting my picture underneath, so maybe I'll wait on that one for a bit. Now, because I've used these two different pattern papers on this page, I'd like to use them on the accompanying page as well. Oh, you know what I didn't use, guys? I didn't use this. I'll do something with them, and I'll take a picture, and I'll show you guys what I've done with them. Cool. So I'm like, oh, I needed to use those. Okay, so these are here. I don't know if I want to say like January or something, because I think I'll have that already in the page before. So I don't really feel the need to include that. This one here works. I do have the 2018, but I think I want to use that on my New Year's page instead. So I'm going to keep this die cut for my New Year's page. And oh, let's straight the paper. Cool. Okay. This one I had the stripes going this way. Do I want them that way? Or do I want them vertical? I can do both, or either or. Do I like it vertical? I do. Okay, then I don't have to cut that. So those are going to go in there with some words and embellishments. I've used these. I've got those in here. I've got a bunch of little blingy things in here. I've got this in here. So I'm kind of free to kind of go with whatever I want. I'd like to spell creativation, and I know there's no way that's gonna fit with this. That is gonna be way too big, too many letters. Creativation. Yeah, I'll be writing off the sheet. So those are gonna be too big for that. Ooh, I could use one of the little things from Creativation. Do I have one on my desk? I have some little magnets or something from the show. Oh my gosh, do you guys want to see a sneak peek? I got some stuff to give away to people in the load challenge for prizes. So Webster's Pages hooked me up with a traveler's notebook to give away. So it's got the plastic cover on it. It doesn't actually say hello. That's just on the plastic sleeve. Oh, Sonia's making hearts. She's loving it. Yeah, it's like a patent pink. So it's actually like quite shiny and glossy. I don't know if you can see how glossy and shiny it is. That's without the cover on it. I'm going to leave the cover on it so I don't hurt anybody's book. On the inside, it has gold. It's so pretty. It has like 4 elastics that you can use on here because they're doubled. So there's just like one little insert in it right now. So you could use like 2 inserts, or you could use 4. I probably would like, overstuff it with more. So you've got an insert in here. They've got a little pen loop on there. There's little pockets in the front. Yeah, they're traveler's notebooks. Oh, so nice. Yeah, so nice. They're so pretty. So this is going to be one of the prizes during the load challenge too. And let's see, what else do I have in here? I have a die cut set from Spellbinders. It's a stamp and die set, actually. Stamp and die set. And it has like a sweet little set with like the most adorable little bow on it. So yay! Sneak peek, just have a quick look. Okay, so that's gonna be one of our little prizes that we have. And these are just like little daily prizes that we have, guys. I have some stuff from Glue Dots. Glue Dots has hooked us up with some stuff. Heather, she says, I love golden pink. Brielle says, I finished one project and then planned out and printed some photos for load. Now I'm off, Alice. Thank you. See you, Brielle. Yeah, so Glue Dots, we have more than one prize from Glue Dots. So we're sitting nice with those. Oh my gosh, I've got some beautiful papers to give out too during load. Yeah, I've got a few things. It's gonna be great. We've got some real fun. So that's some of the little sneak peeks for load prizes, and I can't wait. We also have like digital class, and we have some other gift certificates. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's see here. So layout. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. I'm kind of feeling like a little stuck, a little unsure as to what I want to put on here, because I want to put some words, and I could write words on this one. I could see writing on there, but with this, maybe I should have done stripes the other way, because then I could put words onto it a little bit better. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut out one that goes the other way. I'm going to try to include some of both of these pinks. So I'm going to chop this paper very random looking, but with intention. So I got a little bit of pink on the bottom and the top, and now I'll be able to use that so I can add some words onto it. Good. Well, when I add my journaling, I don't really have a big title I want to put on here. Oh yeah, Creativation. So I need smaller letters. Oh, I have some little gold ones sitting right here. Let's see if they work. Oh, actually, I'd like to use like a little tealy ones instead of gold. I'm gonna see. I have these in a teal. I'll be right back. I've been printing some photos every week. I have no idea what I'll end up needing, says Janet. Yeah, well, with load, it goes in different ways, right? I tend to print on the go. Okay, so I found some that they're like way smaller, and then I found silver ones that are in the similar size. But they're smaller, but they'll totally work, so I'll use them. A wide range is good. I'll print all of 2017 this week. Really? That's a lot. She's nodding. Yes, yes, it is. Christine says, she got 3 pages done of her grandson's kindergarten photos. That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm only going to go for like another 5 minutes. I'm just going to kind of give you an idea. I don't know, like that. Oh, I like that on here. So I'm going to do that on the stripe one. Okay. Then I'll spell it creativation. It's like the weirdest little word that they kind of made up for it, but totally good. Okay, so line them up on my ruler first so I can kind of see where I want them. Oh my gosh, you guys, the blooper reel from the videos that we filmed, my husband is having the best time putting the blooper reel together. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Because yeah, there was a few. But I'm like, whatever. Plenty of bloopers to show. And the first thing that happens when I make a blooper and have a problem there, it was just like, I just burst out laughing. I'm like, that was terrible. I have to try again. Yeah, CHA uses less letters. I know, Dad, I know. Last year I was still calling it CHA. Everybody was still calling it CHA, but they're not even called CHA. They changed the name of like their thing, because CHA stood for the Craft and Hobby Association, and now they are AFCI. So they're the Association for Creative Industries. And I don't know why they changed it, but you know, they feel better about it and they like that more, so that's fine. But yeah, now you say creativation, way more letters, and it's a bit of a mouthful, right? Because it doesn't just roll off your tongue. And yeah, way more letters as I stick them all onto the side of my ruler. But I think that, you know, now people are starting to transfer over. They're starting to call it. And I think only one time did I call it CHA in the videos that I was filming. So I was quite proud of that. Yeah, when I made my little blooper there with Shamel, oh my gosh, we were just dying laughing. Didn't Julie Faye Van Balzer talk about the why on her podcast last year? I think so. I don't remember the details on it, but you know, I think that their idea is that it's not just crafting and hobbies. They want to incorporate more like of the artistic side of things, and you know, kind of give it a little bit more of a elevation, I think, is kind of what they're trying to think with that. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it just kind of, you know, when people are so used to calling that one thing, it's hard to get people just to automatically change over to the new plan just because they've changed the name. But they worked hard on it. So, yeah, we're adjusting, we're all learning and getting it sorted out. It helped that last year was my first year, but I still didn't understand. So all my videos that I made, they're all labeled CHA. And they're like, oh, we're Creativation now. These little letters are kind of being a bit of a pain in the butt. They're going flying on me here because I'm not sticking them down yet. I'm trying. Man. Yeah, but I think with all of the, like the whole event overall, it's so well run. The educational seminars that I went to, there was only one that I went to, and I'd kind of signed up for it as an afterthought because the one that I really wanted to get into was full. Let's be real. But there was only one that really didn't work for me that well, but that's because the topic wasn't perfect for what I was looking for at the time. The rest of the educational seminars, oh my gosh, I just felt like I learned so much. They also have crafty seminars where you can go and like take classes and learn how to use some of the products, and I would have loved to do that, but I chose just to go to the educational seminars this year because what can I say? Like, I love learning new things, and for me to like learn that new stuff, it just makes a big difference. Okay, so that looks really cute. There we go. Creativation, and they're sparkly. So that's gonna go onto here, and I can have some words about that on there, and I can decorate this up. I might do a few more of these little word bits. I should pull those out right now because I want to include a few more of those word bits because I think that will be a fun way to pull some of that other page across. And I don't know what else is going to go on here. It's going to have to get finished up after. Yeah, so what I would like to just ask is, if you're not taking load, go and check it out. Just check it out. It's like super fun, and it gets you doing scrapbooking, which is the one thing that we all want to do more of. So if you're a ScrapHappy member, you're already in load. So just make sure you've added yourself to our Flickr group. The instructions are in one of your last emails that you got. And if you are not a ScrapHappy member, you can check that out too. You'll get load as part of your membership, and we do lots of fun things. So we have our February load, May load, and with all of the stuff, I offer a money back guarantee. So if you join, and it's in US funds. And with all of the things that I offer, I offer a money back guarantee. If it's not your thing and it's not your jam and you're not like, yay, that was really fun, then I'm happy to give you your money back. I want people to be doing things and you know, involved in stuff that makes them happy. So I think that, you know, for me, it's been something to help me get stuff done. I literally created over 100 layouts. I think it's probably more like 125 plus layouts actually last year, if I sat down and actually looked. Yeah, I can tell you that almost 100 of those were done during load challenges, because we did a load in February, we did a load in May, we did a mini 1 week load in August, and then we did another load in October. So you add that up, that's almost 100 days right there, right? So that's 100 pages if you do them all. And like, let's be real, there's lots of times that I haven't done them all, but last year I did, and that was really good. Thank you, Jeanette. She posted the link in ScrapHappy.org. And then if you go in and if you use the code Instagram15 on, actually I can go in and I can double check and make sure, but no, I'll just go set it up. If you use the code Instagram15, I'll make sure that it's good for either joining the ScrapHappy group so that you can get $15 off a year's membership as a new member, or else you can take $15 off of your a load challenge. Yeah. And so if you go to scraphappy.org, there's a link at the top and it says load 218, and that's the layout a day challenge. So, because why 218? I've been asked that before. Why 218 is like 2 is for February and 18 is for the 2018. So that's 218. And in May we'll call it 518. So that's our numbering system there. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you did some scrapbooking of your own. If you were just watching me, I hope you were like, well, you're still here, so that's good. But yeah, it's nice to see crafty stuff. Sonia's got thumbs up, and we got to see her lovely thing. Jacqueline shared a page. Like, yeah, I love to see what other people are working on. And if you do share something on social media, just tag it with hashtag Scrapbook Live, and then I'll be able to see them there too. So if you share them there, that'd be great. Or ScrapHappy Family, that's another one that I see too, all the time too. Kristen says, thank you, Alice. I scrapped away and I'm inspired. Yay! That's awesome. I love hearing that. And I just love motivating people. Like, I'm not like the world's most creative scrapbooker, right? You see me get into things, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. But at the same time, you know, that's part of the real part of scrapbooking. You get to those little walls and you kind of just play it out, or you ask for help, and that's a fun thing. Titles were easy today, right? Titles were easy. These pages just kind of led themselves to titles, but usually that's like one I'm like so happy to have a group of people that bring me good titles. Kimberly says she made her first layout in her new house. Yay! Thanks for encouraging me to not do my chores. Anytime. I say anytime. Yay, everybody's partying. Daniela says, thank you, Alice. I finished my December daily and I'm looking forward to load. That's awesome. Tanya said, thank you. I finished up 2 small albums this morning. Guys, this is awesome. Look at this stuff. This is so good. Jacqueline said, I got 3 pages done. Thanks for the motivation. So yeah, this has been a great crafty day, and I love seeing that, and I love hearing about it. Janet says, I sorted and labeled 2 months of photos. And Heather says 3 cards made and 2 layouts almost done. Yeah, look at the wins, guys. This is good. This is why we're here. This is so fun. I would love to have you join me for other activities I have going on. This happens, Scrapbook Live. I do this again in February. It'll be near the end of the month. I don't think I have the date, but I will release the date soon. And I'd love to have you join me again. We'll give away another free kit from the Wild Hare Kits. Allison said she's good to go and she's happy to give away free kits, which is awesome. And then if you're interested in that plan session that I'm doing on Tuesday, just join the plan email list. It like you only get emails about the plan sessions. I don't have time to email about other things. So that's only on there. And that one is at scrapbookwonderland.com/plan. And yeah, if you got the link for this, then you're on my regular Scrapbook Wonderland list. You'll always see like ScrapHappy members always see happy in like these lovely things at the beginning of the email. And if you're on the Scrapbook Wonderland list, I always put Scrapbook Wonderland right at the beginning. That way you kind of see, oh, that's what this is about. And that way you can find the emails a lot easier. I don't know if your email's like mine, so overwhelming. So many emails, and I like to be able to see at a glance like what my messages are for, and that's what I do to help you. That's about all, but load. Yeah, come check it out. So fun. Check out the Instagram stories if you're like, what do you actually do? What do you actually make? What are the prompts like? Would I actually like that? If you look at the Instagram stories, that's definitely a good way to see. And yeah, you can see for me, it works. Nadine says, loving your Scrapbook Live events, Alice. It feels like we're hanging out together. Yay! Well, thank you, Nadine, so much. She's actually a person I've known since I was a teenager. She knew me in my like gangly, awkward years where I had horrible hair, and she's still here hanging out. So that's awesome. And Sonia says, wow, girls, yeah, just like looking at the impressive things that people have got done when we all get together and do some scrappy stuff. So that's wonderful. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you go and do some scrapbooking on your own. Like I said, tag me. I'd love to see it. Yeah, you can always tag me like at Alice Bowl on Instagram too. Love to see that. Okay, I will talk to you later. Thank you so much. Bye.